The unforgettable agrarian reform policy of Zimbabwe, its victims failed to get justice at home, and they have turned to South Africa.
Shortly after that, President Mugabe ordered that he was not going to listen to the SADC Tribunal. Our house was burned down, our workers' houses were burned down, our crops were all stolen.
The High Court in Pretoria found that President Jacob Zuma's agreement with a decision to suspend the tribunal in 2010 and his signature of a SADC protocol to prevent individuals from petitioning the tribunal in 2014 were both irrational and unconstitutional.
The President here makes it abundantly clear that at SADC, after much negotiation and consideration, the appropriate role and jurisdiction of the tribunal is to exclude individuals from having access.
You need 10 countries to sign and to ratify. There are 9 countries which have signed. And there is a real threat because their heads of state met around a table and said, as members of the court, it's put to our learned friend, that from our viewpoint, as we speak as heads of state, this is tip-top.
For its part, the state says the application is premature and the court should refrain from instructing the president to withdraw the country's signature.
Signature signifies at this point certainly a recognition by the president that this is the consensus that has been reached, but it does not in and of itself signify an agreement to be bound by the protocol. That cannot ever happen without parliamentary approval.
When he signs, he is effectively saying, as president, I am seeking to deny, subject to parliamentary ratification, citizens of South Africa and of SADC the right to have access to the tribunal.
Let us say that the president goes internationally and signs a treaty that says that the death penalty will be reintroduced. Is the president free in a way that completely violates the Constitution?
And another blow for President Zuma.
That power is supposed to be exercised to advance our constitutional project, to advance our constitutional vision. So if you're doing something contrary to that, then you don't understand. You don't understand your power or your responsibilities as president.
The Constitutional Court has now reserved judgment, and we will hear in future what they will decide.
Ntakwana
Ngatani, SABC News, Johannesburg.
The damning New York Times